What do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
Okay, so we just rode Hydra, and I rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I'll give it a 7. So that's the warm up, but it was alright.
Okay, so we just rode Iron Menace, and I rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Give it an 8.
Okay, so we just rode Possessed, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. It was really good, and I like how the ride-off scared us this time. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
It was good. Give it a 9.
Okay, so we just rode Steel Force, and I'd rate it a 6.5 out of 10. The trim's engaged on it, and I really wish they would just turn the trims off. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I'll give it a 7. The trims did hit hard, but other than that, it still was alright, right?
Okay, so we just rode Thunderhawk and Talon, and I'd rate Thunderhawk an 8 and Talon a 7. Talon took a little too long to dispatch, and it was good getting back on Thunderhawk. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was a good ride on Thunderhawk. That ride I'll give an 8.5. And then, Talon, I'm going to give that one a 7.5 just because it took long to dispatch. But other than that, it was a good front seat ride.
Yeah! Okay, so we just rode Snake Pit, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on Snake Pit. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Give it an 8.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just rode Wildwater Rapids, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on the orange slide. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it? Okay, so we just rode Patriots Plunge, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a really good ride I had on the white Patriots Plunge, and it was my second time riding white for the season because I want to give more attention to white because it's a good slide on Patriots Plunge. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
The red one was good. I'll give it a 7.5.
Oh, yeah. So we just got a rewrite on Wildwater Rapids, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
I give it a 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we just rode both Snake Pit and Aqua Racer, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
8.
Okay, so we just rode a Revolution and got a rewrite on Steel Force, and I'd rate Steel Force a 7. The trim's engaged again. But Revolution, I'd give an 8. We got the high side most of the time again. So, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, Steel Force, I'm going to give that ride a good 8.5. That was a good ride.
Okay, so we just rode Iron Menace 10 more times, and I'd rate them all an 8 out of 10. They were all very good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of them?
The front seat rides definitely give a 9, and then some of the rides in the second, third row, 8 and 7.
Oh, yeah, perfect view of Iron Menace. Okay, so we just rode Talon and Wave Swinger, and I'd rate both rides an 8 out of 10. They were very good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Talon, I'll give it an 8.5, and then Wave Swinger, I'll give that an 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we just rode Ferris Wheel, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride cycle on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I'll give that one a 9. It was a decent ride cycle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just rode Enterprise, and I'd rate it an 8.5 out of 10. It was a good ride on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I had a good ride on it. Give it a 9.
Oh, yeah. So we just rode Meteor, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was a good ride. Rated a 9.
We just had 2 rides on Demon Drop, and I'd rate them an 8 out of 10. They were very good. And so, Evie, what'd you think of them?
Both a 9. Shout out, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we just rode Dominator Green and Dominator Red,
and I'd rate both a 9 out of 10. They were very good. And so, Evie, what'd you think?
Yeah, green I'll give a 9, red I'll give an 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we just rode Zephyr and Possessed, and I'd rate both an 8 out of 10. They were very good. We had the full force on Possessed, so I'll change that rating to a 9, actually. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Zephyr, it was a good ride. I'll give that a 8, and then, Possessed, I'll give it a 9.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just rode Iron Menace and Steel Force, and I'd rate Steel Force a 7 and Iron Menace an 8. They were both good rides, but the only thing is the Steel Force trim's engaged. And again! And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
The Iron Menace ride, I'll give it 8. The Steel Force, though, I will actually give a 9.5 because, the mid-course brakes did engage, but at the same time, the airtime was insane.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we just rode Hydra, and I'd rate it probably a 10 out of 10. Hydra is a perfect night ride, and it did not crawl through that at all. And Plus, we were in the front row, so that's an automatic bonus. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I mean, I'm gonna give it a 10. There's nothing that would take away from the rating. It was whipping through that. It was hauling, and yeah, it was running really good.
Oh yeah! Okay, so we just had 3 more rides on Iron Menace, and I rate all but the last one a 9 out of 10. The last one I rate a 7.5 out of 10 because we got stuck on the dry tires. But so, anyways, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, the first initial rides, yes, I'll give a 9, and then that last one, I'll just give a 8 because yeah, we were stuck on those drive towers outside the station for a bit, but other than that, it was still a good night ride.
Okay, so we just rode Steel Force, and I rated it a 9.5 out of 10. It was a really good night ride on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I'm gonna give that night ride a perfect 10. It was a really good night ride.
Oh yeah! So this was a good day here at Dorney Park for the debut of Summer Nights. My dance parties just got canceled, sadly, due to inclement weather. And but yeah, that meant we were able to get lots of night rides. So yeah, and we got like a total of 14 more rides on Iron Menace today, and it was great being able to get on everything too. So Evie, what did you think of this day?
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a nice debut of Summer Nights tonight, and yeah, overall did everything we needed to, and great time.
Oh yeah, so make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon to Coaster Plus Music 19, and make sure to go check out my merch store on Bonfire. I'll have a link in the description. I sell t-shirts, face masks, all the things, so make sure to go check it out. I'll have a link in the description, and make sure to
subscribe to the video, turn on post notifications, so you never miss an upload a new video, and I'll see you in the next.
Oh yeah, that. Subscribe if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next.